marry a Nigerian, especially a Nigerian man. And I do see a lot of informations out there about wanting to marry Nigerian men. And the question is, it is not about wanting to be with them. Do you know much about them before you marry them? There's been a lot of advice over there. However, I feel the best advice you will listen to is the one given to you by someone from your own end. Alright? Because if I, a Nigerian, should give you an advice, you may feel, oh, I'm also a Nigerian. You may feel my advice is biased because I'm trying to speak for my Nigerian men. But it is always good to listen to this advice or to pick an advice from someone who had been there or who is currently in the situation. In all my surfing of the internet, this is one of the videos that made sense. And coming from a European woman or an American woman from another race is actually what made this whole thing rich. I am not the only one that will listen to it. If you are an African American woman looking forward to settling down with a Nigerian man, if you are an American, if you are a European, or someone from another African nation looking forward to settle down with a Nigerian man, I think this video is for you. If you're not interested in Nigerian men, please scroll past. This video is not for you. Do not watch this video. But if you have a sister, if you have a friend, or if you have a loved one who is married to a Nigerian man, or who wants to marry a Nigerian man, or who is dating a Nigerian man, or you have that urge for a Nigerian man, listen to this.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing.
Hi. This video is going to be for all of our new Naija wives. The wives that are waiting for their husbands to arrive. I just want to give you a little bit of advice and what I have learned in my husband getting here. I ran across a video not too long ago of a Naija wife that within less of a year of her husband arriving, they are already filing for divorce. In this video, she went on to say that we do not realize that African men are bred to become narcissists because of the suffering that they have gone through in Nigeria. Because of this suffering, they have become to feel that they are entitled to use American women to get their green cards, or they have not learned to express their feelings, communicate properly. Also, that they gaslight, and all of this stuff has happened to them because they were raised in Nigeria. Well, I beg to differ. If there's one thing that I have learned in the relationship with my husband, is that as an American, I'm selfish. Before my husband got here, I had all these expectations of how our relationship was going to be. You know, we marry these men, these African men, Nigerian men, because, well, they're going to treat us like a queen. And we think that queen treatment is going to be all my emotional needs being met. If I need something in that moment, he's going to give it to me in that moment. And I want to tell you, if you have those expectations of how your relationship is going to be with your new African husband, please, I beg, leave those expectations at the airport. Because if you do not, you are going to destroy your marriage. An African man has been raised to provide and protect. If they are not doing those two things, they are not being fulfilled. So, if you want to throw an expectation on your husband of an emotional need that you have, whether it's talking about this, communicating about that, you need a hug, you need reassurance, you need romance, you need gifts, you need whatever it is, you need to argue about something in that moment. With an African man, I'm sorry to tell you, it is in no form, shape, or way going to be the same as with an American counterpart. When you complain to your African husband about how he is not meeting a need that you have, he is going to take it as a personal attack. Because his only purpose is to make you happy and to ensure that you are good, safe, and protected. And the moment that you complain about him not meeting a need that you have in that moment, he is going to take it as a personal attack to his character. And he is going to shut down and walk away from you. He is not going to want to talk to you. And that is just fact. So, what I have learned is that the same way that I have a need that needs to be met in that moment, he also has a need that needs to be met in that moment. He is human just like me. And if I am going to sit there and be selfish and expect him to meet that need that I have in that very moment, and he doesn't, I am going to say that he is a narcissist. If he walks away from me because we are arguing, he is a narcissist. If I try to say, you're making me feel this way and you're making me feel this way, and he's going to tell me, well, you're doing this and you're doing that, and throw the blame on me, I'm going to say that is gaslighting. But the reality of it is it's a different culture. These men are not brought up for their women to complain about every little thing or how what they've done or what they didn't do has made them feel. And that is where the confusion is. That is what is destroying these marriages. That is what is making it not work. We are confusing narcissism with culture differences. I promise you, if you talk to your African husband, your Nigerian husband, and he loves you, he has to love you first, and you tell him something is going on with you or something is not right, and then you let him step away and give him the space that he needs to let it sink in, he on his own will come to you to talk about it. You're not going to have to force that conversation on him. He will come to you in his own time and talk to you about it. But if you want to have that American mindset, oh, I have this need and I need it met right now, and you as my husband should meet this need for me right now, you're wrong. It is not going to work with an African husband. I guarantee it. And it is not because he is narcissist. And it is not because he is gaslighting you. And it's not because he's trying to scam you. It is a different culture. The moment that you married that man and you knew that he was in a different culture is the moment that we as American women were supposed to realize that nothing was going to be like what we were used to. Give them their space. Let them lead. Let them show you that they love you through their acts of service, because most African men, that is how they show their love, through acts of service and through protection and providing. Now, at this point, you might have a man that's not able to do all of those things for you, but if you give them the support and you give them the time, they will. Now, another thing that I want to share is, we talk about, well, my love language is this. My love language needs to be met like this because me. No. When you love somebody, you love them for who they are. And you learn to accept the way that they show love. If you show love, if you receive love, you want to receive gifts, maybe he can't do that. Maybe he's going to acts of service. Maybe he's going to help you wash dishes, wash clothes, take out the trash, clean the yard. That's a love. That is something that he's taking off of your plate. That is a stress that he is removing from your life, from that day, so that you can be at peace. And you have to accept that as love. Maybe he's not the type to show a lot of affection. But when you're in that moment of intimacy, he gives everything to you. That is the African man. Now, they're not all going to be the same. We cannot generalize. But what I have learned is that you cannot expect for the love to be the same as it is with an American counterpart, because it is a different culture. Please do not have expectations of what your marriage is going to be. I beg. Give this man a chance to show you how he loves and how men of his culture show love. Because if you have those expectations and do not remember that he is human too, and in the moment that you have that need, he has another need as well, it's not going to work. Step back. Don't be so selfish. Give time to time. He will come back to you and he will give you more love than you've ever realized that you need. He will meet so many more needs that you didn't even know that you had, if you give him the respect and the time. And submit, ladies. Submit. Submit is hard in the beginning, but once you learn how to do it, chef's kiss.
Thank you so much, my darling sister. Like, this is one of the best videos I've watched. And our dear sister did not just talk about the Nigerian men, because this pertains to African men, and as well as the people who are married. You know, sometimes we clamor for, oh, I want a man that will treat me like the queen that I am. You know, I am a queen, and I need a man that will treat me like a queen. If you want a man that will treat you like a queen and marry, it means you are talking about the king. It simply means so, meaning that in as much as you are a queen, he is also a king. And for you to accept your benefit as a queen, sometimes being self-centered in a relationship, in our relationship, I am speaking from experience. Love is a two-way thing. Relationship is a two-way thing. Relationship involves two persons. And for it to work, two persons matter. A lot of people want to marry Nigerian men. Oh, Nigerian men are so caring. Oh, Nigerian men are so caring. Oh, they are so loving. Are you caring? Are you loving? Or you just want to be collected, to receive emotion, to receive the support, but you're not ready to dish out? Marriage is sacrifice. Nigerian men are wired and built different from Western men. I do tell people that love is a feeling to me. You need to understand how it works with women. And for a Nigerian man is being raised to take charge. They are being raised to be breadwinners. So if he's not able to provide as the breadwinner, he tends to get frustrated, except if he did not like it. I'm not talking about men who want to be in a relationship whereby they will be eating the woman and they want to, take everything from the woman. They don't love you. I'm talking about marriage proper this time around. A Nigerian man is built to take charge of a home. A Nigerian man is built to be a provider. A Nigerian man is built to make his woman happy. And so, when they fail to do that, it becomes a challenge. A Nigerian man is not built to be doing house chores and dishes. So if he decides to do it, that means he dropped his ego. It is a sacrifice of his life. A Nigerian man needs to be respected. And if you don't respect him, hold your peace. Hold your emotion. Are you listening to me as a foreigner? I may not know how you feel true, but I believe Western men can accept it, but a Nigerian man will not accept anything now. You don't talk down on your husband. You don't denigrate your husband. You don't trash your husband, challenge him in public and expect him to be the same. And so when you want to be with your Nigerian king, remember first, he is an African. Everything should not be all about you. Oh, what you want in this relationship. How you want your relationship to be. What you want your man to be. You cannot eat your cake and still have it. Because what he will be doing for you, your Western man will not be doing that for you. So, this Nigerian man deserves some respect. You also need to ask yourself, what does my man want? What does he want? You feel me? Dear sister, my Naija wives and my Naija intended wives, learn to love your man. So he deserves every respect. Did you understand? Do not expect him to still be that lovey-dovey and caring and emotional and romantic when you trash him like you do to your Western people. If he is raised to be a good man and a husband, do know that he is also raised not to take trash from people. That is what makes him an African man. African men are traditional and they believe in respect. So when you come up to him to tell him how you feel and the rest of that, give him chance to digest what you say. Oh baby, I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't like the way you do this to me. I don't like the way you do this in this house. I don't like the way you don't take care of this. You know, sometimes in the home, as a wife, you may tell your husband something. You may think he did not hear you, he did not listen to what you said. And after some days, maybe 2 or 3 days, he will do what you told him to do. Maybe you complain about it. You will see that he's making an adjustment. He's trying to adjust. Sometimes he may tell you to do something good. Allow him to digest it. You plan yourself. Then you will come to terms with it. So when you complain about what your husband did or what your man did, give him time. Digest it and to come to terms with it. And while he is doing that, he may also tell you what you are doing and it's not good. Sit down. Take your time and digest it. Don't be in a hurry to always dish out your own issue or what you cannot accept without listening to him on his own side of the story. 2 people will make a relationship. They are like John Wives. Hope you understand. Remember that they are humans too with feelings. And to those of you that want to marry Naija men, please go ahead. Marry them. Our men are good people. For as long as that love is there, because it is very important. Go ahead and settle down with him. But first, try to know the person you want to marry and ensure that your marriage, the both of you, is for long term, not for what you really benefit from. I'm talking to both the man and love. Right? How do that? I know. You can make your relationship work. I will tell people, love is not only the thing that should try to do. Maturity, communication, you can make it work. Just work. But remember that if you want something good, You will not see people. It is all about sacrifice. It is all about trying to drop some things that it's not good. We all have our little characters. You need to drop them, sister, before you enter into that marriage. And for you, man, you need to drop that back character. Some of you trash your women as if they are nothing. You got to stop. Do not bring out the weaknesses of your woman. And as a woman, let me treat you like a husband. Did you understand? Overall, I love what my sister said. You all just hard work, and it is coming from a Naija wife. She's been married for a while. Our marriage in Africa is different from the marriage in the West. Sometimes you don't even value marriage. People marry, they will divorce, marry, divorce. You see somebody getting married 3-4 times. We don't do like that in Africa. I'm not saying that there are not people that do it, but it is not our thing, it is not our tradition. We walk into marriage for it to work, and if you didn't know, well, we don't pray for that. But we will not kill ourselves. We will not die there. But it is not all about trying to go out there and have fun and rush out. When you see a marriage that did not work out for Nigerians, they tried. They put in their best, they didn't work out. They will kill themselves. But it is not all about any little thing you are filing for divorce. It is not an African thing.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Just down the boulevard with the top down low. Music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace. Lost in the moment, in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by. In the city of dreams where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me closer to the